You've seen it everywhere, right? On your social media feed, in the grocery store. It's this giant, shimmering promise of perfect health, endless energy, and just, a happier life. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the massive wellness industry.
And when I say massive, I am not kidding. Just look at this number. As of 2024, the global wellness industry is valued at a mind-boggling $4.5 trillion. To put that into perspective for you, that's more than the entire economy of Germany. It's an absolute behemoth of an industry, all built on the promise of making us better. But here's the big question we're tackling in this explainer. What is the real story hiding behind that glossy, Instagram-perfect filter? Underneath all the celebrity endorsements and the claims that just seem a little too good to be true? Is this industry actually delivering?
So let's start with one of its biggest, most profitable pillars, the supplement market, or as I like to call it, the myth of the magic pill.
See, they're not just selling you a product, they are selling you a dream. It's the dream that with one simple pill, one little scoop of powder, you can supercharge your immune system, literally turn back the clock, and unlock perfect health. These things aren't just marketed as helpful extras, they're made to feel like they are absolutely essential.
And this right here, this really shows you the power of marketing. A fancy, premium, influencer-backed collagen powder could easily set you back $50 a month. But a generic version with the exact same active ingredients is often less than $10. So that extra $40, that's not for better science. That's for the packaging, the marketing, and that feeling that you're part of some exclusive club.
So here's the million-dollar question. Do they even work? Well, this quote from a huge study in Annals of Internal Medicine says it all. For most healthy people, there's just no solid evidence that a daily multivitamin prevents major diseases or helps you live any longer.
But the promise of a quick fix, it doesn't just stop with pills. Oh no. It extends to another massive part of the wellness world, the fad diet cycle. I mean, just imagine it. You're promised your dream body in a few weeks, a total health reboot, a new you. It's an incredibly seductive promise, and it powers a $250 billion global weight loss machine that is always churning out the next big thing.
But let's look at the actual science. Take the keto diet, for example. As this 2023 study points out, that kind of extreme restriction often leads to you missing out on key nutrients. And physiologically, our bodies are smart. They're hardwired to fight starvation. So when we slash our calories, our metabolism actually slows down to save energy, which makes keeping the weight off long-term almost impossible for most people. And this right here exposes the whole cynical business model. It isn't built on your long-term success. It's built on a cycle. You get your hopes up, you restrict yourself, the diet fails, you gain the weight back, sometimes more, and now you're the perfect customer for the next miracle diet. It's a loop designed to keep you hooked both emotionally and financially.
Okay, now let's talk about the modern-day snake oil, these really expensive therapies that make miracle claims with, well, shockingly little proof to back them up. I'm sure you've seen athletes and celebrities stepping out of those futuristic cryotherapy chambers. For up to $200 a pop, it's sold as a cure-all for pain and muscle recovery. But a huge 2022 review in The Lancet, one of the top medical journals in the world, found no consistent benefits. You're basically paying a premium for an experience that might not be any more effective than a simple ice bath.
And the same goes for those trendy detox IV drips you see all over social media. According to the Mayo Clinic proceedings, they offer 0 proven advantages over just drinking a glass of water and eating well. And why is that? Because you already have the most sophisticated detox system ever created, your liver and kidneys, and they work for free.
So this is the big question, isn't it? If so many of these products are unproven or ineffective or just ridiculously overpriced, how does this industry keep growing at such an incredible pace? Well, the answer is a masterclass in marketing.
It's a brutally effective 3-step playbook. First, the marketing targets a common insecurity, maybe a fear of getting older, anxiety about your weight, or just that nagging feeling that you're not healthy enough. Second, they weaponize trust by paying social media influencers to make the product seem authentic. And finally, they sell you their expensive product as the simple, easy solution to that really complex fear.
But this isn't just about clever ads. This is about real people with real hopes who are paying a very steep price, and not just with their money, but with their health. So let's talk about the financial hit first. This data from a Consumer Reports survey is pretty shocking. a full 40% of Americans are spending over $500 a year on wellness products. The report found that for a lot of people, especially those in lower-income households, this means cutting back on actual essentials, like groceries, just to pay for unproven pills.
And the cost goes so much deeper than money. Let's really let these sink in. There's the risk of actual physical harm, from unregulated supplements causing toxicity to extreme diets leading to malnutrition. Then there's the danger of delaying real medical care, where someone with a serious condition chases a miracle cure instead of going to a doctor. And maybe the worst part is the emotional toll, that crushing feeling of failure and self-blame when a product with impossible promises inevitably doesn't work for you. Okay, so after all of that, how can you possibly navigate this world and protect yourself? What's your best line of defense? Well, the good news is that the real, proven solutions are usually pretty simple and, frankly, accessible. Prioritize the stuff we know works: a balanced diet, moving your body regularly, getting good sleep. Get your advice from a registered healthcare professional, not some celebrity on Instagram. And most importantly, arm yourself with a healthy dose of skepticism. If a claim sounds way too good to be true, it almost certainly is.
Which really brings us to our final thought here. The wellness industry is built on selling quick fixes in shiny bottles. But maybe, just maybe, the most powerful tool for our own well-being isn't a pill or a diet at all. It's our ability to think critically, to ask the tough questions, and to seek out the truth. Something to think about, right?